Well, hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Thank you again for joining us for our DRC Daily Devotional from Chris Tigran and Experiencing God's Presence. February 13th, 2 Corinthians 4, verse 7. We have this treasure in jars of clay to show us this all-surpassing power is from God and not from us. The safety video on an airplane reminds us that the oxygen masks fall from the overhead compartments. When that happens, parents should put on their own mask first before helping their children. It seems selfish, doesn't it? A parent taking care of his or her needs before trying to save the life of their child sitting in the next seat. It goes against our instincts. But the reason for the me first approach is obvious. If the parent passes out, there is no one to help the child. Some of us tend to pour out our lives for others without taking care of ourselves. Though God has called us to be carriers of His presence into this world, we often go into this world without having cultivated the presence. We neglect the flame within us, and the result is a host of burned out God carriers who have only normal human capabilities to offer. But the world is already full of normal human capabilities. It needs more of God's nature. It needs people who can impart God's peace, speak His truth, access His divine strategies, and carry His power. And in order for that to happen, we have to cultivate His presence within us. Pouring out for those around you is a vital part of the calling God has placed within you. But if you aren't pouring out the life of God, you're pouring out yourself. That's admirable, but it isn't enough. You're a vessel that contains God, a priceless treasure in high demand. One of the greatest mission efforts you can make is to cultivate the presence within yourself. Only then can you offer Jesus to the world. This is pretty good. So here's if we're going to pour out God, we need to be filled with God, if I could oversimplify things. So I love that. The world has enough of human capability. It doesn't need any more. What it needs is God. So, all right. So here's the prayer. Jesus, it's amazing that I can embody you, that this jar of clay carries such a priceless treasure. But your word says it's true, and I don't want to waste one bit of the treasure. Stir up your presence in me so I can carry you into a world hungry for what you offer. Again, thanks so much for joining us. Take care. God bless. Have a great day. Bye-bye.